Archaeologists from UP Diliman and the National Museum unearthed new discoveries in Pilandok Cave in Palawan, showing how humans used to live and adapt thousands of years ago. Experts say archaeology sites have to be preserved as it is home for parts of human history yet to be discovered. Hello, welcome to another episode of Inside Look. My name is Neil Mercado and we are joined today by a very special guest. We are joined by Assistant Professor from the UP Department of Anthropology, Professor Janine Ochoa. Ma'am, good afternoon.
Magandang hapon, Neil.
Professor Ochoa is also one of those involved in the excavation in Pilandok Cave in Palawan. So, ma'am, can you walk me through this latest research and your findings in Pilandok Cave in Palawan? Okay, maybe we can talk about its history. Where did it start?
So itong research, archaeological research in Pilandok Cave, National Museum archaeological site na talaga yung Pilandok Cave, matagal na, since the 70s dahil na-explore na ito ng National Museum at ng isang American anthropologist si Jonathan Kress noong 70s. Pero recently, more recently, with kasama ng pamumuno ng NM ulit at ni Dr. Ame Garong, bumalik kami sa Pilandok Cave noong 2016 to re-excavate the site. We've just recently published this in the journal Antiquity, and the main findings are unang-una yung kanyang edad, no, yung matandang edad ng human occupation sa Pilandok Cave. So our radiocarbon dates point to 20,000 to 24,000 years old na matandang edad ng human occupation sa Pilandok Cave. Napakaganda nung preservation ng archaeological materials sa Pilandok at actually very rare yun, no, for a site like this that dates to what we call the last glacial maximum. Yung panahon ng Ice Age, doon bumabagsak yung petsa na 20 to 24,000 years old. Some of the archaeological assemblage includes napakaraming stone tools, no? So ginamit na workshop for stone tool making yung Pilandok Cave. At bukod doon, napakaraming buto ng hayop, faunal remains. At kasama dito ay very rare evidence, fossil evidence for the tiger, Panthera tigris, at saka dalawang klase ng napuksa or extinct na usa.
How huge po itong mga findings na ito? How important is it in looking at maybe the how humans here in the Philippines lived back then? How important is it that we look at them?
Because of the age of the site, of the occupation of the site, as I said earlier, bibihira tayong makahanap ng archaeological evidence na pasok doon sa last glacial maximum. So, nagkakaroon tayo ng idea kung ano ba yung mga pag-aangkop or adaptation ng tao nung panahon na yon, kung kailan actually ibang-iba yung klima at kapaligiran nung panahon na yon compared sa panahon ngayon. So from that perspective, no, lumalalim yung understanding natin ng adaptation ng tao. Hindi lang sa Palawan actually, pero importante ito for the Philippines at doon sa buong rehiyon ng Southeast Asia o Timog Silangang Asya.
Because yung as you mentioned, ma'am, this was back in the Ice Age. So itong it's good that we were able to preserve itong sa Pilandok Cave because some of the areas here in our country na pwede sanang i-explore for research during that time are now gone because some may be submerged underwater na.
Yes. So, ibang-iba talaga yung environment, yung landscape ng panahon na yon at napakagandang case study ng Palawan for this, no, to look at how the environment has changed through time. Tapos, ito ngang record ng Pilandok Cave gives us an idea kung paano yung pamumuhay ng mga tao doon sa panahon ng LGM. Just to give you an idea, for instance, ngayon, yung present day, yung where Pilandok Cave is, nandun siya sa Nagnisi Peak. Mga 1 kilometro lang yung layo niya sa baybay. No? Pero nung LGM, halos 40 kilometers inland yung layo ng Pilandok Cave. So yung nakikita nating adaptive strategies ay for interior na landscape, no, hindi sa coastal adaptation siya.
I was reading a bit about this, and one of the things that really struck me the most, ma'am, is yung shifting foraging behaviors na sinasabi nga na your excavation has showed. Can you talk about this? Because it's for me, it's very interesting because it's the Ice Age. Maybe food was very hard to find at that time, and you found that there was a shift in the foraging behaviors. Was this a direct response to the changing environment of the people back then, the changing climate?
Yes. So, yung landscape and environment ng Palawan noong LGM, nitong parte na to ng Ice Age, ay ibang-iba sa ngayon. Ang reconstruction ng mga siyentipiko ay lumawak yung mga grassland or damuhan nung panahon na ito at lumiit yung mga area na merong tropical rainforest. So given that environment, iba rin yung mga hayop na namuhay sa Palawan. So meron tayong landscape kung saan namumuhay yung mga usa, tapos meron din tigre. So at present, wala tayong ganitong klaseng parallel na klase ng environment for the Philippine archipelago. In fact, the tiger is not known at all in the modern Philippine fauna. So in terms of yung shifting foraging behavior, nakikita natin nga yung pag-aangkop in terms of specialized na foraging strategies. Halimbawa itong hunting strategy na nakatutok yung mga tao sa pangangaso ng usa. Yung kasing faunal assemblage ng Pilandok, 90% usa yung nandoon. No? Pero kung ikumpara natin ito dun sa naunang panahon, before itong LGM, halimbawa looking at the evidence from Tabon Cave, no, kung saan nandyan yung taong Tabon na siguro maalala natin from our social studies, no. Iba rin yung kapaligiran noon, no. Mas malawak yung tropical rainforest noon. At pagkatapos ng LGM, when we shift into the Holocene in the last 11,000 years, nagbago muli yung klima at kapaligiran at nag-shift nga into tropical rainforest ulit. No? So kung ititignan natin, naiiba yung foraging record base sa Pilandok Cave record kumpara doon sa naunang panahon at yung sumunod na panahon in the Holocene kung saan we see an expansion of tropical rainforest environments.
Itong findings, ma'am, sa Palawan, how will this help, we paint a picture of, because this is only one area in the country, how can this help probably picture yung for the entire Philippines? Was it different pa? Is Palawan specific lang ba itong ganitong klase ng environment na nakita natin, or will this help explain yung picture ng Philippines as a whole back then?
I think it exemplifies certain patterns na nakikita natin sa archaeology for the archipelago, but also dahil nga kakaiba yung fauna ng Palawan kumpara sa Luzon at Visayas at Mindanao, no? Very specific din yung nakikita natin na nangyayari sa Palawan. So in a sense, there is lots to explore pa for Philippine archaeology, no? Kung paano natin pwedeng makita, no, in that same time period, ano yung nangyayari sa ibang mga isla sa Pilipinas.
What happens next? Now that we have excavated these evidence, ano ngayon yung mangyayari dito?
There's lots of prospects, no. One of them ay patuloy yung pag-aaral namin actually ng mga artifacts, no, na galing sa Pilandok Cave. There's things to write about the tiger fossils, there's things to write about the deer fossils and yung specialized hunting strategies ng deer. We have things to work on about shell artifacts from Pilandok Cave. Pero actually, isa pa lang yung Pilandok Cave in a broader landscape doon sa Maasin, Quezon, that is very, very rich in archaeology. So there's lots of room to explore actually doon sa landscape na yon sa Quezon. And actually all across Palawan, no? Marami pang pwedeng i-explore. And I guess one thing I'd just like to point out ay because there's lots of exciting archaeology, actually kailangan mapangalagaan natin itong mga archaeological sites na to kasi there's yung may constant na threat, no, na banta ng pagkasira ng mga heritage sites na ito, primarily actually due to treasure hunting activities, no. So kailangan yun lang gusto ko lang i-highlight yan na kailangan nating mapangalagaan itong mga site na to para rin sa pagkatuto natin sa kasaysayan, mas mapalalim natin yung ating pagkaintindi ng ating sariling kasaysayan.
Lastly na lang siguro, ma'am, you mentioned about preserving these areas. We mentioned nga kanina na some of these areas can no longer be accessed. So so parang nababawasan yung kumbaga fields natin to explore itong history ng ating bansa. Ano yung mensahe natin sa mga Pilipino when it comes to preserving these areas kung saan may mga possible evidence of how we used to live, how humans used to live?
Okay. Yung sa pagpreserba ng heritage sites or archaeological sites ay yung hindi natin galawin or sirain yung lugar mismo, no? Kasi ang nangyayari dun sa mga activity ng tao, lalo na treasure hunting, nahuhukay yung lugar, pero hindi kasi scientifico yung pamamaraan ng paghuhukay na yun, no? So, importante na pag bibisita tayo sa mga lugar na ito, no, na panatilihin natin kung ano yung itsura nung lugar na iyon. No? At huwag tayo mag-vandalize at wag nga tayo magsagawa ng additional na paghuhukay. Having said that though, so halimbawa sa experience natin sa Pilandok Cave, very hospitable at very welcoming naman yung mga katutubong leader na Palawan, no, tungkol sa pagbisita nitong mga heritage sites na ito doon sa Nagmisi Peak. So accessible naman siya na bisitahin natin at makita natin itong mga importanteng archaeological site na ito. And of course, katabi ng Pilandok Cave is the famous Tabon Cave Complex, no? Na open din naman yan for the public for visiting.
So ma'am, if our viewers want to know more about this, maybe read on it a bit more, how can they access your paper?
Okay, so the paper is online with the journal Antiquity. It's an international archaeology journal. And the title of the paper is Tropical Island Adaptations in Southeast Asia During the Last Glacial Maximum. So that's available online. Kung may institutional halimbawa or university affiliation, maybe you can access the paper that way. We will also try to release yung Filipino translation actually nung artikulo and post that at a later date.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us a bit of your time. I know you're very busy, pero naisingit niyo pa po kami sa inyong schedule. So that was Professor Janina Chowa, Assistant Professor from the UP Department of Anthropology. And that has been your Inside Look.
Thank you.